What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com. Finally back from the short break. Don't worry, I wasn't taking a vacation. Actually working a lot behind the scenes on getting a new look for Sneaker Files going. It hasn't dropped just yet, but it should be up this week. Also, there's going to be a new section on Sneaker Files that I'm sure will help a lot of people in tracking down shoes at retail. But don't worry, I'll make an announcement in an upcoming video once that goes live. Now, before we jump into this video, if you have a second, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to hit the red button below. Now, what sticks out the most in this video, I mean, there's quite a few things, quite a bit from Jordan Brand, Nike, and a few things from Adidas. But to me, it possibly could be the rumored release of an upcoming Kaws Air Jordan collaboration that's taking place. But like I just mentioned, it is a rumored release. And for the week I've been gone, there was a lot of news that actually came out. And I'm thinking about bringing a few pieces of news from last week and integrating it into this week's video, just so we're all caught up to speed. And with all that said, I apologize for a long intro. Let's jump into the news. We got a few things from Adidas in this video. First up is we got a release date for the Adidas Solar HU Glide for Chinese New Year. This pair comes in a scarlet, white, and black color combination, and they will release on January 26th. Retail price will be $150. You'll also be able to grab them at Adidas.com. Next up is the Pharrell Adidas Crazy BYW Chinese New Year. Now, recently we've gone over this shoe, but we didn't have a release date. Now we do. And this pair is also dropping on January 26th. Now, the difference here is the retail price, which will cost you $250. Also expected to be available at Adidas.com, but for sure you can grab them at Sneakers and Stuff. Next up is we have official images as well as release info for the Bape Adidas Ultra Boost Camo Pack. Now, one pair comes in green camo, the other is done in black camo. Both will feature a black boost midsole. The green camo pair has white on the 3 stripes branding, and then the black pair has silver. So a pretty straightforward look. If you imagine what a Bape collaboration on the Ultra Boost would look like, this is something I would picture. Also, both pairs will have the American flag on the tongue. Now, I'm sure Adidas will announce additional information, but as of now, the rumored release date is for February 2nd. That's one day before the Super Bowl, and retail price will be $200. You can expect more Nike LeBron 3 retro releases to come. Next up is the Home Edition, which comes in white, black, varsity crimson. Now, the original release, which took place back in 2005, that pair actually used varsity red, so there might be a slight difference in color, but other than that, they should look just like the original. Now, the images used is not the retro release, but the original. Anytime now, we should be getting a first look because the release date is February 2nd. Retail price will be $175. Nike is releasing the I-95 pack, which consists of the Air Max 95 and the Air Max 97. We've just learned that the Air Max 98 has also been added, featuring a Gunsmoke, Lava Glow, Thunder Gray, and Oil Gray color combination. We have a long hair suede on the panels, and then we have diagonal lines across the leather mudguard. Now, what adds a lot of pop to the shoe is the use of Lava Glow. Dropping January 26th, retail price will be $180. One of Clot's upcoming collaborations, well, there actually will be a few colorways of this, but it's a hybrid of the Nike Air Max 97 and the Air Zoom Haven. As most of you know, the Air Max 97 originally released back in 1997, and then the Air Zoom Haven came in 1999. So the hybrid is pretty straightforward. The upper will feature that of the Air Zoom Haven, and then the lower part of the shoe will be from the Air Max 97. Now, there's going to be 3 colorways. We only have a look at 2 of them. One pair will come in white, off-white, cell. The other will come in white, cell, deep royal blue, and then the third will feature Volt, dark gray, and pure platinum. All 3 pairs are currently scheduled for April 6th. However, anything can happen from this time forward till we hit April, so expect more information as well as images soon. The Kyrie 5 has already had a handful of collaborations, and we have another one coming for AllStar weekend. This time, Kyrie Irving has connected with Rokit. Rokit is a streetwear brand, and as you can see, they kind of switched things up a bit. First, the Flytrap, which is also known as the Shroud, that is transparent, and then we have a large backwards Nike swoosh right across the panel, Just above it, we have a smaller Nike swoosh. Black covers the base. The upper features gray. We also have accents of blue in Volt. Last but not least, the heel will feature the Rokit branding. Specific release information for the shoe isn't available, but this pair is expected to release during All-Star weekend. Expect more details to become available soon. We only have a very small preview of this upcoming collaboration that is between Nike and Emotionally Unavailable, and it'll be on the Nike Air Force 1 High. As you can see, all we have is a teaser of the tongue, which features Emotionally Unavailable's branding, just the EU on the tongue as well as the ankle strap. We also have the Nike Air and Air Force 1 branding that lands in the same locations. And then from what we can see, red will cover the upper. We also have cell accents, and then instead of your traditional lacing setup, we have a zipper. Currently, specific release details aren't known, but this pair is expected to debut around Valentine's Day. We also have new images of the Nike Air Fear of God Moccasin in light bone. Now, I've gone over the shoe a handful of times already, so I won't go in depth on the look. But as for release information, we are starting to drill down to a release because now we know they're going to release sometime in February. If I had to guess, probably around All-Star weekend. As you guys already know, February is packed full of releases, not just from Jordan brand, not just from Nike, but we also have Adidas. I'm sure Reebok and other brands will be on board. But for this pair, the retail price will be $170. Last week, Nike officially unveiled the 2019 Black History Month collection, which consists of the Air Jordan 1, Air Jordan 2, Jordan Why Not 0.2, Nike LeBron 16, the Kyrie 5, the PG 3, KD 11, 2 Converse Chuck Taylor highs, the Nike Air Force 1 Utility, and Flare 2. So instead of breaking each one of these down, because honestly that will take a lot of time and I'm sure you guys already have seen the press release, I'm just going to go over the release date and retail price of each shoe. But I'm going to skip the Nike LeBron 16 because they actually released yesterday. With that being said, next up we have the Nike PG 3, which will drop on February 1st for $110. Following is the Nike Kyrie 5 BHM, also dropping February 1st. Retail price is $130. February 1st will also bring us the Nike KD 11 BHM for $150. And then on February 2nd, the Air Jordan 1 Mid BHM will release for $120. Also releasing is the Air Jordan 2 BHM, originally expected to drop on January 18th, but that date was pushed back to February 2nd. Retail price will be $190. Next is the Jordan Why Not 0.2, and they also drop on February 2nd for $125. Next up is the Nike Air Force 1 Utility BHM. They drop on February 20th for $200. Release information for the Converse Chuck Taylor 70 High BHM is unknown, but they're expected to drop during February. No retail price, but expect some more information on the way. Last but not least, we also don't have release information for this pair, but it's the Nike Flare 2, and they're also expected to drop sometime during February. Now on to Jordan Brand, and we have a first look along with release information for the Air Jordan 33 All-Star. Now, Jordan Brand has yet to officially confirm that this pair is the All-Star edition, but it does match up perfectly with the leaked images that are also said to be the 2019 NBA All-Star uniforms. None of this is confirmed, but if you follow this story, it kind of makes sense. The color of the Air Jordan 33, which matches up with the uniforms, is a tribute to the uniforms worn during the 1991 All-Star game in Charlotte. As for the shoes, they feature metallic silver across the upper, and then we have red and blue accents. There's also a crown on the inside of the tongue pull tab, strap on the medial side, and a unique graphic on the insole and across the translucent outsole. This pair is releasing quite a bit early compared to the other All-Star releases, and they're set to drop on January 24th. Retail price will be $175. New images of the Air Jordan 13 Atmosphere Gray has leaked, and honestly, it's probably our best look yet. The shoes come dressed in Atmosphere Gray, white, University Red, and black. We have multiple shades of gray used, leather across the panel, it looks like suede across the base, white on the toe, tongue, and laces, and then we have some hits of black. Last but not least, I was wondering this in the last video where the red was, and it's on the Jumpman on the outsole. So just a little bit used. And if you missed on the last video, they're dropping March 30th for $190. Now here's a collaboration I wasn't expecting to see. It's between Comme des Garcons and Jordan Brand on the Air Jordan 1. Now 2 colorways were spotted during Paris Fashion Week. One comes in all black, the other done in all white. The two feature a motorcycle boot vibe while featuring studs as well as rings. They also feature an ankle strap with a buckle. The look is then completed with an extended tongue. Now it isn't known if this pair is going to release or if it was exclusively made for CDG in Paris Fashion Week. Now this is definitely a different look for the Air Jordan 1, but let me know your thoughts on this collaboration in the comments below. We have some on-feet images of the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 High OG collaboration, which comes dressed in Cell, Dark Mocha, University Red, and Black. Now, we've already gone over the shoe quite a bit of times. Now, I just wanted to share these images because it's our best look yet. As you can see, on the lateral side, we have the backward swoosh, and then on the medial side, we have the normal size Nike swoosh. There's also a hidden pocket on the liner, and then there's also some small details throughout, but other than that, there's no new information on them. Still expected to release during April, but we should be hearing some more information coming soon. This bit of information leaked last week, and I know when everybody thinks of the Air Jordan 11, they usually think of the Air Jordan 11 Low IE last. But Jordan Brand is releasing another colorway this summer. They're being called Concorde, but they come dressed in black, white, and Concorde. Now this is a Photoshop, so the actual release could look totally different. Due to the color description, they are expected to feature mostly black, and then we'll have white and Concorde accents. More than likely, the outsole will feature a translucent finish, and no set release date, but expected to drop during July. Here we have the Air Jordan 6 being called Pony Hair. It turns out this is actually a collaboration, and I said I wouldn't talk about the shoe unless we had new information, and now we do. Some of you may have heard of Social Status. They are a retailer based out of Charlotte, and this is their take on the Air Jordan 6. This is also a premium release. They feature a mixture of snakeskin as well as pony hair. Some have said it's cow fur, done in all black across the upper. We also have Concorde accents throughout and also a translucent outsole. The last detail is Nike Air branding on the heel. Now going over the images, I have yet to see anything actually tying to Social Status. I'm not doubting that it's a collaboration, but I would think that if a retailer had the chance to collaborate with Jordan Brand, their logo would be somewhere. Maybe it's on the insole, I don't know. And if you haven't connected the two by now, this is another All-Star Weekend release. We don't have specific release details, but sometime in February, and retail price will be $250. We're finally getting closer to the return of the Air Jordan 6 Black Infrared, and if you don't know the release information, I'll get to that in a second. But before I do that, we have some on-feet images, and honestly, I can't wait for them to release. I know there's a bunch of people that aren't happy with the shoe, and I get both sides of everything. But as for the release information, this is probably one of the most sought after All-Star Weekend releases, and they drop on February 16th. Retail price will be $200. Now, what I've heard is this will be a general release. There'll be a lot of pairs made, but a lot of people want this shoe regardless. I know there's some people talking down on them, but as we get closer to the release date and it's an OG with Nike Air, things tend to change. Okay, so this last bit of news is 100% rumor for now, but I did want to share it because I did see it being shared around, and I didn't want you guys to be the last to know. But rumor has it that Kaws is releasing another collaboration with Jordan Brand this year. Now, once again, it'll be on the Air Jordan 4. We don't know a colorway, a release time frame, nor a retail price. It does make sense that this collaboration does take place. The Air Jordan 4 is celebrating its 30th anniversary, and we're already seeing a ton of Air Jordan 4 releases, so why not one more? Now, more than likely, this will be a release that is hard to obtain. We know all that stuff, but we'll get more on that once we have confirmation. Now, another thing that it's possible is that it's the green suede pair. I believe it was in 2017, maybe early 2018. Images leaked of a green Kaws Air Jordan 4 collaboration. Now, the multiple sources of the different images were from the early release pages. Some of their releases are very suspect to say the least, but nonetheless, they are good to get that first look from. Now, when they share these images and everybody else posted about them, I believe it was Kaws, maybe even Jordan Brand, that came out and stated that the shoes are fake. Now, in 2019, if that is the shoe that releases, and then I'll have to come out and question this Fragment Air Jordan 1 collaboration, you know, the black tongue one. I'll have to question if that's fake or real. Either way, I'm definitely getting ahead of myself here, but overall it's food for thought and some information I'm sure you guys can appreciate. But let me know in the comments below if Jordan Brand should release another Kaws Air Jordan 4 collaboration. And in my opinion, if they do, they should make it more available. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com and then we take it to YouTube. Once again, appreciate you watching this video. Expect more videos to come this week. And just to state again, I apologize for the lack of uploads last week. The template is pretty much done, as well as rolling out the new section on Sneaker Files that will help everybody. I'm sure it will. And I'll make an announcement in an upcoming video once it's launched. But make sure to leave a comment below. Let me know from this video what you liked or what you disliked. Also, if you haven't yet, appreciate a thumbs up on this video. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to hit the red button below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.